Something interesting's been happening in the housing world. More and more people are becoming homeowners using housing options most buyers never even consider. And the surprising part is, some of these homes cost tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars less than traditional houses. And once you understand what these options are, you may realize there are far more paths to home ownership than you've been shown. And if you'd like a simple chart that lists the most popular alternative housing options, drop the word options in the comments and I'll send you my 5 favorite alternative housing options. Hi, my name is Matthew. I've been a mortgage broker and a real estate agent. But more importantly, I've lived every step of the journey I now teach. A few years ago, my wife Tawny and I were living in a city where housing prices kept rising every year. Every time we looked for a home with a little land, the numbers just didn't make sense. For a while, we thought the only two options were to stay where we were at forever or to stretch ourselves financially to buy a traditional home with land we couldn't afford. But eventually we realized something important. Those weren't the only two options. You see, most people grow up seeing only one version of home ownership, a traditional house in a traditional neighborhood with a traditional bank mortgage. So when people start searching for homes, they naturally filter everything through that one picture. They go online, they search listings, and they only look for houses that match that traditional model. But when prices are out of control like they are now, that narrow definition can make it seem like home ownership is completely out of reach. Not because there aren't affordable housing options, but because most of the options never show up in the search. The housing industry tends to only promote the traditional path. Find a house, get a mortgage, move in, and become house poor, like many people around you. And some people are content to work for the next 30 years to pay for the American dream. But when housing prices climb faster than incomes, that path doesn't work anymore, even if you're willing to accept that version of the dream. When people only look at one type of housing, they unintentionally eliminate many options that could make homeownership possible sooner. They assume the dream isn't realistic, when in reality, they may simply be looking at too narrow of a definition of what a home can be. There are actually several housing options that can cost far less than traditional homes. For example, some people choose to live in an RV while they prep an affordable piece of land or transition into a long-term home. Others explore tiny homes, which can provide a fully functional living space with a much smaller footprint and price. Some people convert storage sheds into small cabins, which can be one of the most affordable ways to get a roof over your head. There are also cabin kits and barndominium homes, which can provide full-size living spaces at a lower overall construction cost than many traditional homes. Now that doesn't mean these options are right for everyone. Every housing path comes with trade-offs. But the key point is this. Once you expand the definition of what a home can look like, the number of possible paths to home ownership increases dramatically. That realization changed the way Tawny and I approach the housing problem. Instead of trying to force one specific path to work, we started looking at the problem differently. We explored different types of housing. We looked at affordable land as an option instead of only looking at existing homes. And once we were willing to break up the cost of housing into bite-sized pieces, it all started to make sense financially. But the path we took to get there doesn't look like the traditional path that most people expect. And that's exactly the point. There are many ways to reach the same destination, and some cost a lot less than others. Here's the big takeaway I want you to remember. For many people, the biggest barrier to home ownership isn't just money. It's the definition of a home they've been taught to look for. Once that definition expands, something interesting happens. Opportunities begin to appear that weren't visible before. We started with an affordable piece of land. Then we converted a shed into a tiny home cabin. And then we built the 2,400 square foot barndominium home we live in today. And we did it all without a 30-year traditional mortgage. And you can too, if you're willing to consider the world of alternative homes. If you'd like a simple chart that shows my 5 favorite alternative housing options, drop the word options in the comments and I'll send it to you.